Every woman is your sister. Treat her accordingly. Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me for this week's podcast. I'm excited to report to you live from Fort Myers, Florida. It is gorgeous here, and it is also extremely hot. So it's been really a great time here. I've got to explore quite a bit. Last weekend, I got to go to Clam Pass Beach. That was awesome. And so that's kind of been my episode of travel this week, was learning my way around Fort Myers. And I had never been to this part of Florida, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So with that being said, I wanted to bring us back to the topic of discussion this week, which is really about women's empowerment. And I came across a quote that really spoke to me this week, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And it's a quote by Celine Kinder. And she says this. She says, "I wish that more women realized that helping another woman win, that cheering her on, praying for her, or sharing resources with her does not take away from the blessings that are coming to them. In fact, the more you give, the more you receive. Empowering women doesn't come from selfishness, but rather from selflessness." And that quote just really spoke to me. I think that women in general, we have a lot of expectations on us that, what our success looks like in regards to our careers, our community, our family, our churches, whatever our beliefs are, whatever we're doing, that sometimes women can feel like empowering another woman is detracting from them. And that's not something that we should feel, and I love in this quote where she talks about the more you give, the more you receive. And so, it's an abundance of things. It's, you put good into the world, you get good back. And just because you're supporting another female, or you are empowering another female, or, really straightening her crown without letting everyone else know it needed straightening, I think there's a lot to be said for that. And so, I want to leave my legacy as Monica Morgan, empowerer of the women, but I also want women to know that by assisting someone else and elevating, empowering them, is not detracting from what you're going to get. It really doesn't. And so, I've had my business started, the Pivotal Company, since the end of 2018. And during that time, I have had some opportunities where there have been other females that ventured out to start their own consultancy in the same space I'm in. And sometimes my team members or other people would look at me and think, Monica, why are you doing that? You're giving away our secret sauce. And I'm like, no, let's bolster together, and let's learn from each other, and let's help each other and empower one another. And the things that you get back are intangible from doing that. And so, anytime that I've had a colleague reach out to me and they're like, I'm thinking about doing XYZ, I'm their cheerleader. I'm a fan. And I'm like, you can do it. I talk a lot on this podcast about following your passion and following your dreams and chasing those and believing in yourself. And, I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't have some amazing mentors and women in my life, or beings, it doesn't even have to be female, that have helped me to get where I'm at today. And so I really would love to see a culture and a vibe, or an intentional effort on women to support and elevate one another. And, I'm on an Elevate group. Elevate is a female platform, and I have a squad that I meet with once a week. And it is women that are business owners like myself. And we talk about whatever, we have a hot seat on that. And that means that particular week's meeting is dedicated to you. And you get to bring whatever burning topics are that you need help with. And sometimes that's scaling. Sometimes it's finance. Sometimes it's you have a difficult situation or scenario and you need some support, or you need somebody that is outside of your circle to look in and help give you some perspective from an outside view. And so I love that I get to do that, and that I get to be a squad mod on Elevate and hold those meetings weekly with women. I learned so much from them. I learned so much from their stories and the things that they share, and likewise, and so it's not about being competitive and being in competition with one another. There is enough for everybody to win. And really being intentional and reflective, but really supporting one another. And, that's just what's weighing on my heart this week. And so I really wanted to talk to you guys about that. I wanted to share that quote. I want you to know it's okay to reach out to someone that's trying to do the same thing that you are and saying what's working and what's not. And you won't always be met with a kind response. Sometimes people are, they don't want to share their secret sauce. And I've never asked for someone to share their secret sauce. I don't share my secret sauce. I think my secret sauce is in my authenticity. I think it's in my work ethic. It's in, who I am as a being and what I choose to do and bring to this world. And so my hope and my wish, my dream for is each of you that are listening this week is really think about how can you support someone else, and really think about how that doesn't detract from what you're trying to achieve. Just because you dedicate some of your sources or resources to helping someone else doesn't negate what you're working on for yourself. And, it just multiplies. And so I think that we need to be less critical of one another. I think we need to be more positive and uplifting for one another. And that's what I really would love to see in this world more, especially as the mom of two daughters, is giving them grace. It's okay, girlfriend. We all have those real girlfriends that you don't care if your house is clean when they come over because they know it's okay. You've got 3 kids and a dog and it's a mess. It's okay. And they're going to come over and help you fold laundry or match that endless basket of socks. I don't have that anymore. My kids are grown, but I know it exists because I had it. The socks never got matched. They just never made it to it. And having those friends in your life that or your lifelong friends that can come over and share all of your journeys. We all need that. And we need different people and different perspectives at different points in our lives, depending on the journeys that we're on. And, life is about seasons and chapters. And you may have a friend from high school that you haven't spoken to in 20 years, and you can pick up the phone and pick up right where you left off. And those are the kinds of people that you need to surround yourself with. But, I've always said to be a friend, to have a friend, you have to be a friend. Sorry. And, that's super important. And sometimes I'm hard on myself because I don't feel like I'm the best friend I could be because I'm so busy chasing my dreams. But I'm also, thinking of those women and thinking of the things going on in their lives and what do they need and what do they need to feel supported and empowered and uplifted, and what can I do to help them reach those goals. And so I want to encourage each of you this week to really take some time and reflect on your journey and where you're at in your life. And I would love for you guys to share with me a moment or a situation or a scenario where you uplifted another woman and you straightened her crown without anyone telling anyone that it was crooked. You just came in and you did that. And if the world could be more of that, and we could all be intentional on doing that, think of all the good that we would put into the world, and think about the elevation each one of us would experience. So I'm going to stop chatting about that today. That's really what's been on my heart and what I wanted to bring to the table this week. I would love to get feedback from you guys. I am also looking for guest speakers. So if there's something that is ringing, high on your priority list that you would love to hear me talk about, let me know. If there is something that you would love to get on here and talk about, let me know. I would love for us to share. And so I am excited to be having some guest speakers coming up soon. As we solidify that information, we'll share more. But in the interim, if there's anything you would like me to talk about or that you would like, to share, go ahead and hit me up and let us know. We would love to know that and get you on an episode coming up. So with that, let's all put some more good in the world. Let's get out there and let's elevate one another regardless of where we are in our life. Because I promise you, at the end of the day, when you put your head on the pillow, it's going to come back tenfold, and you're going to feel so much better by doing that. So I just wanted to encourage you all to do that this week and to share your experiences and how, in ways you've uplifted someone and it really made a difference and an impact. With that being said, I want to thank you guys for listening in this week. I'll look forward to chatting with you next Wednesday. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I hope that you're able to elevate others and feel elevated yourself. Have a good one. Take care. Hey guys, if you like this episode, please hit like and subscribe.